morning, everybody. Yeah, it's a little dark. Can't do anything about that. It's about 6:30 in the morning. It's 14 degrees, so it's a warmer day that I'm going digging. I'm going digging on a different creek today, other than the Heart Digger. I don't really know what to call this creek other than everyone in the prospecting club by the number of the gravel road that it's next to. Flows into the Peshigo River. It is somewhere on the west side of Parkway Road. That's all I'm going to really say about it, and I'll show you why when I get there, because, well, we'll see what you can see in the snow. But there's tailing piles all over the place. This is also a very popular creek that the Flower Gold Wizard digs in, and I'm going to title this video Hunting for the Flower Gold Wizards. I told him I was going there today. We'll see if he shows up. Maybe he's already there. I don't know. But I hope I gain your subscription with this video, and they're slowly going up. And we're going to go on another adventure of Andy's Ventures. And let's see what we all find today and see. And you see, it's pretty dark out there. I saw a little sliver of the moon. Let's see if I can get it up here on the camera. And not the greatest on the phone, but the moon looks really full. I think it's supposed to be a full moon tonight. So we're going to get up to the creek and we'll be back. Alrighty, we are on our way to a creek. I'm not really sure what we're going to run into because I haven't been here at all this winter. I was here earlier this fall with my buddy Chad when he first started, just because I knew you can get gold in this creek, and I wasn't sure yet at that time how awesome that hard digging creek is. It's been a while since I've been here. This creek is, I don't know if you can hear it on the camera, but got a new mat. Just came in the mail yesterday. So, I'm going to try that baby out. I brought this thing along. Figured it'd help me bust through the ice better than a shovel. And we're going to walk up little ways. I don't know what's going to be easier, walking the creek or walking through the woods. Looks like the creek for now. By the way, it was 15 degrees when I left Green Bay. It was 2 when I parked the truck on the road to get out here. Work walking. Whew. The tree is still standing, Chad. The tree is still standing. So, I don't know how many of you guys can recognize this area. Flower Gold Wizards dug here earlier this winter. It's always easier going out than it is going in. Making my own path. Haven't been through here with this contraption yet. It's not too bad, it's just snow. Deeper than your ankle. Now we'll try and walk on the creek. There's another big boulder in this creek. I've dug behind that thing a couple times. I also think a lot of other people have. It's hard to see tailing piles when everything's covered in snow. Oh, stupid trees. Another area that he's done a bunch of videos in. You hear water. Over here is where that giant hole is. Definitely don't want to fall in that giant hole. But you can kind of see tailing piles along some roots. I think we go back onto the land because I ain't walking up the creek that way, and I want to keep going. Walking through snow almost up to your knee now. Some spots. Here's an area. Ooh, a bunch open water as my sled tips over again. Oh, it gets frustrating. I don't know what to do to keep it other than getting a different sled. Something more so. And it doesn't help. My sluice is heavy. Everything's getting stuck and shifting. And that bar's heavy. Coffee goes everywhere. Gotta have your coffee. So, a bunch of open water here. As I sink down to almost my knees. Might be an area over here to where I can build a dam. That's some neat. I can probably try and set a dam up here. It's not super deep. Water's definitely flowing. How much is that gonna take to clear out? A lot of work digging in the winter. And then we're gonna kind of take a view around and see where we're gonna dig. As I keep falling through ice. You know, it's kind of fun because you just slowly go down and all of a sudden bloop. I might make some fun video footage. I'm definitely gonna have to break up a lot of this ice down here more, maybe. Look it, I got this whole creek to start flowing over the ice. Just have to remember this spot. Maybe for next weekend. Nope, next weekend's the dirt day. You'll be watching this probably after the dirt day. It's because I'm a week out on my video. A lot of water up on here already. It's just nuts, the power of a creek. That's awesome. So, we're gonna go take the jacket off and everything else before I get too sweaty. But anyways, I think I'm gonna try and dig somewhere over here. There are big rocks and stuff in here, slowing everything down and making it spread out from being a little bit narrower. Who knows how long these are here, but I'm not worried about that. We'll see what we find for color in here. I'm not sure, really not sure. We'll probably try and do a test pan. With the VDR mat, maybe I'll use a different classifier. I did bring another one, or a different one along. So, I'm gonna get a little better set up and we'll be back. I don't know when this started. I just got the sluice set up. There's bubbles. It's kind of neat, interesting. Joys being on a creek. All right, let's walk down this way because I think we can start digging somewhere. But look at all the big rocks in here, and that sun is out to stay. Oh yeah. I think we have a decent enough pitch. I can check it. I did bring my gauge thingy. But we'll get this set up, and I don't know where we're gonna dig. Let's try a couple spots, huh? Seems kind of easy right over here. You see where the little blonde sand is? I took some bigger rocks out of there. I think we could do a test pan out of there. And we'll come over here a little bit more. We'll see if we can do a test pan. Well, I won't have to dig so hard to break through ice, but we'll try and do a test pan where I just broke through right there. Sorry if it gets crooked on your TV, your phone, or whatever you're looking at. Hopefully it doesn't. It's going to be interesting to see how far down over the ice it all goes, probably to the next open spot. I don't remember if there was. So, let's do a test pan, eh? All right. Got the pan, and the classifier. Oh, let's see if the ice can hold what I'm going to throw at it. Right here. It seems easy. Is there anything in there? I don't know. We're going to find out. Ooh. It could be some good material. You know it's cold. Shovel's freezing up. Wet hands. That's okay. Let it sit in the sun. It might get better. So, take a look at some of this gravel I'm dealing with down in here. Oh, there's a big rock. That's for sure. I'm scraping it. But it's a great color. Look at that. As I'm falling around everywhere, oh, it'd be better if I was in the sun. Let's see if I can move you. It doesn't look like any good spots. Anyways, you can see there's a line there. This thicker shit stuff. Probably should work on not swearing. This finer stuff. I want to get in below that finer stuff, but I don't know if I'll get deep enough. I'm just doing a test pan right now. But you know what? We can try, can't we? We can try. Try and get away from that rock I'm hitting. Oh, it's exciting to be on the creek again. Oh, I think I got below that big rock. Oh yeah, that's a dandy. Last weekend it was so cold. I mean, I probably, according to how this creek looks, I would have been fine coming here. Yeah, look at that rock. I just got this baby out. Big one. Throw you. Sure, now I broke a bunch of ice. It's all gonna come at me. That's okay, that's okay. Now let's see what's under that rock. Stay. It's hard. And everything's all cold and gross. Try not to lose things. Probably not on the camera anymore. I apologize. I'm just trying to get this pan done. Looks like I hit some clay down in there. That's neat. I like to think that's working right. All right, as she's icing up already, let's see if we can't get this to be stratified. Let everything get down into the deepness of the pan. I'm assuming this is frozen. It's frozen. Getting down there. I don't know how some of those bigger rocks snaked by. What happens? I love these Garrett Super Sluices. They're big. They have nice deep riffles. They really hold on to those heavies and black sands in there. All right, let's see if we can do this on TV. A little better when it's in the sun. There's some black sand in there. And from where I'm looking, it looks like I see one little piece already. Right up over there. It's nice and shiny. So that would be a good indicator that, hey, we can dig there. Oh, there's another piece up there. So, we had two little pieces in there. Send it in the sluice, and maybe the sluice will hang on to it. It's gonna be fun to watch this thing work, that's for sure. All right, let's try and do another one over there. Okay, we're set up right here. We're gonna do our test pan number 2. And maybe to make it a little easier, I'll do this each shovelful. Stupid big rocks. That's what you want, right? That's what you want. Throw this over here. Don't fall in. Plop. Shovel's getting really icy today. Iciest this shovel's been in a while. I don't even know what my face looks like right now. I can feel my beard getting the ice in it. Ooh, some big rocks in here. Really is a lot of big rocks in here. Maybe this is where I want to dig. We'll see what we get for colors in this one. Ooh, look at that. That looks like that's money. That could be money, money, money. A little thicker material. Still has some sand in it. Clay-esque. Get some more water in there. Some like sharp, jagged pieces that look like they haven't been in the creek for many years. Like, I don't know how long it takes for a creek to make a rock rounded versus sharp and jagged versus being in a rock tumbler. All right, and we'll check this guy out, huh? It's probably about as full as what the other one was. I don't know if I can wash this over here for you to see or not. Shovel out of the way. All the ice pieces out of here. No one likes ice. Ice is cold. This one is definitely a lot heavier than what that last one was. You hear noises and you think that flower gold lizard guy may show up. He dropped a hose off at my house the other day instead of shipping it to me. Thought it was interesting. But hey, no big deal. Saved him time of running somewhere. Said he did it on his lunch break. Told him in the same set of emails that I was going to be digging here. I got a thumbs up, so I don't know if he'll show up or not. Which is why I said I'm going to title this Hunting Flower Gold Lizards. And his natural habitat is this creek. So we're going to go and try and pull this back in front of you. See what we got for pieces. The stuff on the bottom you see in the pan, that's ice. It's all iced up. Yeah, I see one piece up over here. These big rocks kind of mess with stuff, huh? It's a heavy guy. Get you out of there. Oh, there's another piece. Up in there. Looks like a couple pieces. Oh yeah, there's like 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces up in there. Maybe we're gonna dig over here. Yeah, that's some good color. Okay, well, show you kind of quick if I can. Well, I got my bucket filled up. Shovel's getting icy. I messed with the sluice some more. She's all ready, hopefully to rock and roll. I'm gonna get my gloves thrown back on because I just had a little snack. and we'll start getting a bucket set. I still don't know if I'm gonna fill that whole tub or if I'm just gonna do a couple buckets. It's a little chillier than what I thought. Not like it's that big of a deal, but when you stop moving, you get that chill back in you. So I gotta start moving. Look at that. A nice little ice line there. And see how deep we can go. Yes, I do have my other classifier along. I'm using this one because I guess I don't remember how picky and what this sluice is going to be. So we are using, I don't remember what size this one is. That sticker probably not on there anymore. I think it's 1/4 inch. It's about roughly, I don't know, I feel like it might be a little bit smaller than what my other classifier is. Could have brought a different one, but I stuck with this one. They're good. They come in little kits. I think a set of 5 or 6 that came with. The other one definitely is easier to use. Just breaking through ice everywhere, I guess. A mixture of different stones in this. Like jagged bedrock type stuff to round river gravels. See what I mean? There's like, it's not very roundish. I mean, the edges are a little more round, yeah, because it's been in the creek for a while, but it came from a bedrock source. When it's nicer out, I might just hike up this creek ways, long ways, do some testing. Me, a pan, and a classifier, a camera, shovel. Gotta have a shovel. A lot of big rocks in here. More bedrock stuff. Ice. Ain't gonna get away from the ice, especially this time of year. Last day of January 2026. Oh, look at that. You see that? I got into some of that clay stuff again. I feel like that's the money. That's the money, baby. Oh boy, them rocks is heavy. I know I might use that other classifier because this ain't working very nice. Come on. The outside of my bucket's just getting so ice covered. I can't wait for summer. Really can't. Spring at least. Groundhog's Day is on Monday. We'll see what he says. Not like I really believe him anyways. He's gonna say whatever media makes him want to say. Getting some big rocks down there. It's almost like the Hard Digger Creek followed me here. I think that's gonna be good enough. They're heavy. They're not fun to carry. I'll let you sit and hang out because I don't want you to freeze. Alright, we're gonna go feed this in the sluice. If I can get over there safely. I gotta go grab my shovel yet too. Whoa. Alright, I went and got my shovel. We're gonna send half of this bucket in through this beautiful sluice. Look at all those little vortexes work. Okay, well, I grabbed the tub and I threw that thing up on some rocks. So hopefully it stays. I decided I'm going to start filling it. I'm going to have to probably switch a battery kind of soon, but I'll show you. I switched my classifier. I'm going to use this one. So my last video, I did a bag of pay dirt, kind of quickly-ish, a couple sluices, and I talked about looking into buying a gold claim. Oh, today's Saturday. I bought the gold claim on Thursday. I should get all my paperwork and everything supposed to according to shipping information on Monday. So, I did it. I bought a 20-acre mineral claim in the middle of Colorado. I am planning on being there so far for the month of June. Oh, there's some big rocks down here. So, I am definitely building some equipment. I want to make a 10-foot long sluice box with different mats in it, and I'm not sure if I want to take my mats and cut them apart or leave them the size that they are. So I have that 3-section micro dream mat that I want to use. I have this new VDR mat. I didn't know if I wanted to cut that micro dream mat into 3 pieces and cut this VDR mat into 3 pieces and piece them together, alternate them, along with getting some bigger pieces of dream mat for toward the bottom, along with that green style Whirlpool mat I have thrown in the mix somewhere. I am planning on making a high banker attachment for it and running it with a 4,700 gallon per hour bilge pump. Oh, there's a big one. Maybe I go from the other area now, or the other side. And I also am going to apply for a permit to use a 3-inch suction dredge. And I'm also going to try and make that powered from a 4,700 gallon per hour pump. If anyone has any knowledge of ever trying this or anything at all, I'm all open for ideas and or your trials and errors or accomplishments, because this is new ground for me. It's exciting. It's going to be an adventure. She's about ready to get brought over. I'm about ready. It's neat. It's warming up. Must be. All the ice is starting to come off the shovel. Let this hole clear up some. Go dump this bucket in the tub. Hopefully it stays where I want it. Fingers are getting a little chilly again, probably because I'm playing with a metal shovel. Things that I need to stock up on Definitely gonna get me another pair of insulated hip boots like I'm wearing now, and probably 2 pairs of thinner ones. I'm assuming that creek's gonna be as cold as these creeks are now, especially in June. It's coming from the mountains. Elevation of my mind. Oh, 10% battery left. Good thing I looked. Elevation of my mind is at 10,000 feet. It's icy out here. So, I'm going to turn you off. Do some more buckets into this tub. Switch batteries when I'm ready to start feeding the sluice. How about that? Sounds great to me. Alrighty, rather than trying to bore you with me working on my dam across the creek, getting this thing to flow good again after I opened a bunch of stuff up before when I was digging. Got this thing set up a little bit nicer, better water flow, I think. Definitely a lot of stuff hanging out in there. I don't know if I'm losing gold. My first time using this. I want to say I'm around 7 to 8 degrees. Recommends about 1 inch of water, and I have all of that. And then maybe a little bit, I don't know, maybe not. So we're gonna start emptying this big tub of material in through the sluice. And if I guess I feel like it's not going as well, I can move some rocks and adjust the flow some. Now that I got everything kind of shored up, it'll be a little bit easier. So here we go. Let's start sending some material. Everything is freezing up. So maybe I'm not going to do any more buckets. I'm getting a bunch of dirt frozen inside my little tub sled here. I was really hoping it was going to be warmer faster today. So I guess we'll finish this tub and try and get everything cleaned up the best we can. And hopefully you can also see through the screen. I mean, I like this mat. It's cool how it works. But I might have to make a smaller classifier for this mat, maybe. We'll see. I'm going to email the dude and ask him some questions. But it's holding on to some bigger material. That's for sure. Definitely some bigger stuff than what the other mats I have hold on to. Well, that green riffled mat holds on to a collection of different stuff. I was kind of thinking or assuming in all these circles this mat would be holding on to a lot more of that finer black sands. I mean, you can see some of it up here, unless maybe I'm not in that hole isn't really that much for heavy black materials. I don't know. How I was able to dig into it and how it didn't just fall apart and crumble into itself tells me it wasn't dug before. Everything is kind of interlocked together from the river, creek flowing through it. Glaciers and everything from who knows how many years ago. 100, 200, 1,000, a few thousand, who knows? Who knows? So I'm going to keep trying to get this thing fed out, and hopefully I can get some of the frozen stuff out or unfrozen somehow with some water from the creek. Alrighty, we got everything emptied. This is going to clean out real fast, and we're set up over here to empty it. So we're going to clean it out. Alright guys, we are back. We have this Flower Gold Wizard cleanup sluice running. Here's all our cons. I already did the bigs. There's nothing in the bigs. There's nothing ever in the bigs. But there's a lot more black sand than I was thinking. It's pretty dark and still has that orange, yellowish color. I don't know, I think I might go back and dig there again tomorrow. Alright, we got that all cleaned up, and we're in the sluice. We're going to let this run for a moment, and we'll see what we got. Okay, we have this. It's cleaning out, but you can see those gold pieces there, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't really see any more. They're all 4, 7. Could be one there. Could be one there bearing itself. And maybe a couple ripples after. See a little bit. Yeah, it's cleaning out nice. It's hard to tell on the camera, but my water is definitely stained just from running this in there. She's just dirty. Definitely gonna be doing a water change real soon here. I'm taking all the cons from in here. Gonna go into that bucket. That's all my cons, but here everything's all mixed together. And now that I got that VDR sluice, it's gonna get thrown into the combo with everything being ran together. So we're gonna get this set up for the military. That's all cleaned up. We have those thrown into here. A little more blonde than I was expecting. Orange, whatever you want to call the sand that's in there. We're gonna get this rock and roll. Alrighty, I'm gonna put my dime here, and we'll take a better look at what I got. Well, there's my dime. So all the little pieces of gold. There's a couple little teeny guys. Right there, you see them too? So out of about maybe 4, 5 buckets worth, full buckets worth, because I did a lot of half buckets just to fill that tub-ish. That's what I got. Not bad at all. Definitely gonna go back and dig some more.